know how the world works?
It's him, Do you proceed? Yes.
What if I told you the reality you know is one of many?
This doesn't make any sense.
Not everything does. Not everything has to.
Welcome to the end of your life, and I promise it's going to hurt.
Guess who's back, baby? It's the Midwest Anime Show, and it's your host, your man with the plan, DOC, with my co-host, aka Christopher Robbins, Mr. Pooh Bear. We got Mr. Conspiracy not in his normal attire. He doesn't have his robe or his tinfoil hat on, kids. So it must be a different type day. And then we got the professor sitting in the background making judgments and decisions on other people. He ain't worth nothing either. But here we go, boys and girls. So let's get into this. Pooh Bear, you are up first on our What's Hot, What's Not segment. So let's go. What's going on?
So, lately, so, no hot, no, not hot. But I do have a hot, which didn't even know they were going to even do an anime of this, which I am so freaking excited and happy about. I first read the manga, I want to say it was about 6-7 years ago, called Remonster. And it just dropped the anime, when did that drop out? 3 weeks ago?
It's about right.
The first part of April. I'm always up on, springtime, the fall lineup, so I already know what's coming out. I got kind of blindsided by this, so I was like, wait a minute, I read the manga of this. Remonster? They got to do it justice. So, Remonster, excuse me, sorry, allergies and all. Don't judge me. Yeah, so, that is guy, so it's Isekai, but it's a different type of Isekai. Oh, seriously? What you doing? But, what do you know?
Are you all right?
Anyway, that's disrespectful. Leave it. Walk off and then bend over, showing all this goodness. Like he didn't want to hear what I got to say. What's wrong with you?
I was sneezing, man. My bad. I didn't want to show that on the show.
Anyway, like I was saying, the show calls got Tomokui Kanata. I don't know if I said that right. Fight me. It starts off showing Tomokui Kanata. It's like in a futuristic world background, and he's stabbed to death by some crazy woman. Stabs him in the heart. He just dies. Then of course he wakes up. He's reborn, but he's reborn in the lowest, weakest class ever. Wait for it. Goblin. Yeah, he's reborn as a goblin. That's gotta suck. Not just a goblin baby. Yeah. But he keeps, of course, Isekai, he keeps all his memories. So he wakes up, he's a goblin infant, and he's given the name Goblin. And I guess it's this old rinky dink goblin guy. He watches all over the babies and raises them up. So I guess he call it a nest. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a nest. It's a nest.
Yeah. So a nest of little baby goblins. Anyway, he's looking around. He's like, oh, man, this sucks. I died. Now this itty bitty green goblin. Oh, that sucks. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. So, come to find out, he had powers in his original life. What is his powers, you say? Anything he eats, he obtains that characteristic. So, let's say, for example, he ate some fire. Well, he gains the ability to use fire. That's fire. He's kind of picturing the ram when he does something. Anything, he can eat anything. Metal, wood, water, people, balls, it doesn't matter. He eat it, his body absorbs it. So his power is he gets those attributes, abilities, and so forth. whatever he evolves. He also can. So goblins. So in this world, not just goblins, anybody, humans, elves, any kind of monster you can think of, long as they fight, I guess you could say level up. Everybody can grow. They can evolve and become stronger. It's like kind of any other animal. Well, I think his is he can go to a hobgoblin, and what's that? The hobgoblin.
Man, it's different, man.
Was
He,
org.
yeah, he's like a
Ogre.
org.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
and then
And then an orc lord or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
a hat.
I think a Mongol, something like that. Well, he's unique though. So he has a different growth tree that he can choose from. So he becomes stronger. He's already can become stronger than regular goblins as they grow. But his thing is he also gets stronger. Remember what I said? He gets stronger with whatever. So he's got a unique evolved tree. Plus his own innate abilities that he carried over from other words. Plus, remember, it was futuristic. So, and he was a soldier. I forgot to say that. So he was already trained in combat, strategy, survival skills, things like that. But he still remembers all that and how to do that. So he already has a leg up on everybody. I think his homeboy got BC, and he got the homegirl E that he grows up with, and he kind of helps them develop and evolve as well. I'm not going to give a whole bunch of the backstory. I really kind of want you to go see it, Remonster, and follow my man. His name is Gabru. Follow his adventures. You will not be disappointed. Also, I do suggest the manga. Matter of fact, read the manga first, then watch the anime. Do not do it the other way around.
And Pooh Bear, where are you watching this at? What are you watching this
Oh,
on?
I'm sorry. I'm watching this on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Crunchyroll. Yep. Love it.
Okay.
And it started off as a light novel series written by Kokitsune Kanekiri. Fight me. I said it wrong. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, it's been around for more than 10 years. So it's an older manga they went on ahead and adapted into an anime. So okay. That's our what's hot.
The anime is nice.
It is very good. This is our what's hot, what's not. So please check out Remonster. I had never heard of it till last weekend, till my boys here from the show introduced it to me. I think it was the professor was telling me about it, so I gave it a shot. Really impressed with it. So make sure you go read the manga, check it out on Crunchyroll. And now, kids, we're about to get into the round table. And today, for our segment on the round table, is the wrong way to use healing magic, which I have to say, I've read the manga a couple of years ago. Really, really good, really great story. It's to me a good manga has to have a certain level of crazy with it. And I think you get just enough crazy to where it's not so crazy, you can't get into it, but just crazy enough to where you can get behind it. So here we go. So here's my question. And I'm gonna start with the professor today. You upset the man who got the name the professor. You gonna lead us on this today. So
Don't judge me.
you already being judged, you wearing a mask. Moving on. So, professor, here's my question for you. What do you think about the wrong way to use healing magic? What was your thoughts on the show?
I actually enjoyed the show. I just kind of watched it as just something to watch, kind of bored one day. Didn't really expect much of it. Another Isekai anime, but like to take on as far as the healing magic aspect of it. Him, being able to train and then heal himself so he can be, kind of develop superhuman strength and skill and kind of train harder than the normal average person would. Kind of even in this anime world, people using magic, they're stronger than the average, normal human, but he could, kind of surpass his limits because of his healing abilities. He can go into insane training that normal people wouldn't survive, and just kind of drop into a world that he was, nothing was expected of him. We didn't give a kind of synopsis of the anime, so. He's Isekai with two friends. They are some of his heroes. He's kind of just a tag along because he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and so nobody was really expecting anything of him. And then he They had special skills. Had to touch an orb, had special skills or whatever. He had healing skills. Nothing, as far as super powerful is concerned. He wasn't considered a hero, so he was kind of an afterthought. And then a former general, she had healing magic. She was a monster. Just because of her healing magic, she could train, do insane training. She became a monster. Backstory: she led soldiers. They were massacred by a demon army. She kind of, I wouldn't say went crazy. She's crazy. She kind of went crazy, kind of trained healing troops, and then she kind of heard that she had somebody like her. So she kind of went and became his mentor, trained him, made him super powerful. So I just kind of like the take they did on these guys. It was something different. So I started as an afterthought, but didn't think much of it. Turned out to be a really good story, a good anime. So it's something I'm enjoying.
Okay. Mr. Conspiracy, what about you? How you feeling about that? How you feeling about it?
Show is phenomenal. I haven't been able to read the manga yet. I'm gonna go ahead and read it though, starting probably this weekend. Can't wait to get that going. I'm gonna go ahead and agree with the professor. It's unique. The wrong way to use healing magic. Just because of the title, it basically sets you up like, man, like how is he going to use the healing magic wrong? Like you really want to know that, and it keeps you on your toes because you're thinking about that question, like how will he use it wrong? Like, is there really a true wrong way to use healing magic? And it keeps you on your toes looking for that moment when he actually uses it the wrong way, or so-called uses it the wrong way. I like the build-up of his character, the actual main character, Uzato, and I really think that they developed him well from the fact that he wasn't even supposed to be summoned, like the professor said, and the people that he got summoned with, which was his classmates, so-called friends that he just met technically, um, they're considered the heroes, and I mean they are technically heroes as far as their abilities and whatnot, but he truly gets the best adventure out of all of the three, being able to um, have his healing ability being just like the healing lead uh, lady, and I think that him overcoming his fear, I believe, is what truly makes him unique. Because once he gets over his fear, he truly understands how great his abilities actually are and what makes him special in that world. I know we're going to get on to like battles and whatnot later on, so I'm not really going to bring that up. But I just want to say, people who think this is just like a comedy and things like that, trust me, it's way more than that. The professor said that she crazy. She ain't the only one, but it's hot.
Okay. All right, Christopher Robbins, what you got for us, man? What's your take on this show?
When I first read the name, I was invested. The seriously, the wrong way to use healing magic. The wrong way. Listen, I used to play like a lot of video games, like stuff like WoW, where you got to, create your character, and I made a healer. You know what all you could do?
Heal.
Heal. What does heal do? You heal somebody, wounds, anything, right? So it's like the wrong way to use. How the heck do you use this magic wrong? So, like I said, I was invested off the top, like, oh, I'm about to watch this. Y'all got to show me the wrong way. Yeah, the old Rose is her name, by the way. This is
Rose,
mentor.
yeah, Rose.
Yeah. Oh, let me back up. So the thing is though, so when they transported them, the heroes, of course, I can't remember who's her name. I think it is Kazuki. Yeah, his friend.
Yes.
So of course,
Yeah.
usually when you get transported in these types of instances, you get stuff. Well, come to find out, healing magic in their world, is super rare. How rare is it? Only she has it, and there are two others under her that have it. Now, before he makes the fourth one. That's how rare it is. So it's very rare to have healing magic. So yeah, like the professor said, yeah. So basically, the wrong way is like the training beating the living snot out of him over. So when you run, you overuse your muscles and stuff, and you have downtime, right? And that's how the muscles they get strong, they recover. Well, the healing magic like per se, it allows him to recover what he's constantly basically has it all. So his muscles is always being repaired, basically 24/7 as long as he's using it. So that's how he gets insanely strong, and that's why his mentor is Moss. Yes, he was that. Not before her situation. That's all I'm gonna say without giving that away. And
Uh,
she went insane after the situation.
Well, we gonna get into it. Let me go ahead and throw this out here to anybody watching the show. Spoiler alerts gonna happen because we're gonna talk about it. I'm not. I listen. I'm not scared to jump into it, but I'm gonna give a very interesting take on it. So the wrong way to use healing magic reminds me of Kung Fu Panda one. And you saying DOC, how does it remind you of Kung Fu Panda one? Because Rose is Sifu. Okay, after he gets betrayed by his disciple. Sifu is not a happy person. He's an old, mean man. So that is Rose. Okay. Rose, after her team gets massacred, becomes this heartless, crazy old individual. And guess who shows up? Usato. Usato becomes Jack Black. He becomes Poe. He becomes the thing that brings life to her light. He becomes the light of her life, somebody who's not only like her but the same mindset as her. He don't like to be beat by her, and he talk crazy to Rose too. He ain't scared. He'll talk crazy to her, and then she'll knock him out or knock him around, but he don't back down though. So it reminds me a lot of the relationship of Sifu and Poe from Kung Fu Panda, just in a very different way. And what I really liked, I have to say, the thing I liked the most about it was he was a trash person, basically. And most of the time in isekais, you know, the correct person is getting brought to the world for a specific reason. But this guy got brought to the world on an accident, and he really had no, real reason to be there. And in their world, I'm gonna have to say healing magic isn't considered the garbage magic. Okay, it's garbage magic for everybody. And so, on the panel, just to show of hands on the panel, how many have read the manga? Okay, so I'm the only one who I'm gonna drop some real spoilers alert. It gets to did you boo me? Did you boo me and you have a mask on? No, sir. I will not tolerate the disrespect, sir. No, sir. No, sir. But what I will say is that, all right, Caitlin Clark. But what I will say is that at the end of the 12 episodes on Crunchyroll, he goes out on a journey. And as you get further into the manga, he goes to other places where other healers are. And healers are looked down upon. They're treated like trash. He's not because of the way Rose trained him. But most healers aren't trained like he is. And so they're not as strong, they're not as fast, and so the whole world has a bad outlook on healers. So when they meet him, they talk down to him with like he's a trash person. Like it comes to a point in the manga where he goes to a school where there are other heroes that need to be trained. And they like, oh man, you garbage, da 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 da. And the principal brought him in to show them that healers aren't garbage. And basically, he challenges the students. He says, "Beat me," and none of them can whoop him with all the magic they do because of his superhuman abilities. And so he even gets to the point where he finds another healer, and the dude is almost like suicidal because of how bad he's treated. And I mean, when I say they treat him bad, like bullying from the 1990s. Not I unfriended you bullying. I'm waiting for you after the bus, gonna beat the hell out of you. That type of real, yeah, that real bullying. And so he like ends up trying to train him like he was trained, but you got to be a certain kind of nut job for that training to work. You know what I'm saying? So it's really interesting. So I'm not gonna give everything away. I encourage you read the manga, um support who people who made it. If I had their cash app, hell, I put it on there. It's a great story. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into who's your favorite character. Now I'm starting with Mr. Conspiracy. Tell me who you like and who you love. Who's your favorite character?
Favorite character is Rose
Okay.
because she crazy. I like the craziness. If you look at her backstory, There's a reason why she is as crazy as what she is right now. I think Pooh Bear actually went into it just a little bit, as far as that she was crazy beforehand, before the accident, when her first original squad that she treated like family. I mean, they were really close. She treated them like family. Was massacred by the demon lord right in front of her, and she couldn't do anything to actually save them. That's when she went nuts, and she has stayed in nut form ever since then. And I love the way that she goes about training Usato. Like, I love how she goes about training him. I love their interaction. It's almost, like immediately she became his big sister, and it was just that dynamic from then on. And I love their interaction. And she truly helps like the development of all of the other characters just because of her personality and just the way she is. I think she's just awesome.
Okay.
So
All right. Professor, who's your favorite character?
It's Usato. He's a good main character. I like how they're using him. I like his interactions, of course, with Rose, with the other heroes. He's not naive. He's scared of battle initially, because who wouldn't be? Just as a high school student, but he wants to help. He wants to help people prepare. He wants to please Rose. I like their interaction. He's not a punk. Don't just let her, treat him any kind of way, but he knows that, she cares about him. He knows her heart. He knows she's trying to prepare him, really to save lives. And that's just kind of what he wants to do. He knows the battle's coming up between humans and demons. Lives are at stake, and he wants to do his part. So I think he's a well-rounded character. He's not a punk. He's not, he's initially scared, but he has, legitimate reasons why. Then he kind of overcomes his fears to do his duty. Initially, he was looked kind of down upon just because healing magic, just because there anybody wasn't really expecting anything from him. And then he becomes actually the strongest hero out of everybody, and he just he rises to that challenge. So he's my favorite character.
Okay, all right. Pooh Bear, well, who's your favorite character? Ah.
I think she had, like, to me, the greatest character development. Especially when it showed her backstory. Like I said, with Sue, like, she was still kind of crazy, but he still prepared for killing of that hard killing. And of course, when her situation, I think I don't use crazy to this, like where she more closed herself off.
She got PTSD. She got PTSD.
Basically, she didn't want to lose anybody. So when she found out, Uso had the same power she did, and she knew she could train him to be just like her, to be as strong as her. The first fear was she don't want to lose anybody anymore. That feeling, that crippled her, to be honest with you. But when he came along, and like you said, Doc, like, their whole back and forth, like, he's not scared of her like he is, but he's not. He's like, yeah, you stronger than me, but I'm still talk my crap to you. I ain't your punk. You crazy lady. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, they got that little brother, big sister dynamic, and it shows. You can see she's starting to soften down. She smiles. You're like, oh wow, she smiles. So to me, I like Rose just because to me, she just has a real good character.
Man, I'm gonna blow y'all away with who my favorite character is.
I know your favorite character, man. I already know who your favorite
Who
character
is it? Who is
man.
it?
You ain't even gotta say.
Who is it? Who
It's
is it?
the Dark Knight, ain't it?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
My favorite character is Blurrin, man. Blurrin, the Demon Grizzly, is my favorite character.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I'm gonna tell you exactly why Blurrin is my favorite character. Okay? Because when
Because he gets carried everywhere.
that's right, he get carried everywhere. Blurrin be like, hey, he napping. My man do everything he want to, dude. He's scared of Rose. He's scared to death. They got to put a collar on him after he saw what Rose did to the thing that killed his parents. He was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nope, nope. And then the fact that Usato got to carry him everywhere. And my favorite scene is when what is her name? Suzune is always trying to, oh, I want to touch Blur, and he's like, is it okay, Usato? And Blur, and she tries, and Blur keeps slapping her hand. It's like, maybe he's asleep. It's a reflex. No, yeah, stop. Blurin is my dude. He be sleep. He be up there, and then you see his little snot bubble. Blurin's just a big old baby getting carried around, and they be like, oh man, it's just Blurin walking the streets. It's only a demon bear. Like, don't pay attention to Blurin. Blurin ain't bothering nobody, man. That is my dude right there. Like, no matter what you need in your comedy relief, Blurin gonna give it to you, bro. Like, I don't care how serious the situation is. If he with Blurin and Blurin's he carrying Blurin. Blurin is like I say probably 1,000-pound baby that get baby. You know what I'm saying? So that's my favorite character. He's my comedy relief, man. I can't even front to you. First time I saw that bear, I was like,
good pick, man.
Yeah, Blurin, my dude. Like, I was like, first time, it's like, oh man, it's sad, it's tragic. And then you start getting into Blurin's world, and Blurin's world is like, yo, I do what I need to do. I sleep all day. I get carried around. I'm halfway asleep. Don't touch me. Be gone. As somebody used to say, I won't say it because I don't want our audience to be offended. But he sends her on his way. Yeah, be gone, peasant. He sends her away, and anybody else. Only person who could touch him, well, is Usato and Rose. But if Rose is if Rose come to him, he know he might be dead. So
you're unclean. Do not touch me.
Yeah, don't touch me. So that's why I would say Blurin is my favorite character. I know it probably sounds odd to some people, but sometimes it's the little things that you like about an anime. It's the funny little stuff like that. So
I like that pick.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be shaking your head at me, Professor. Don't be looking down at my pick, sir.
So that pick, that pick shows that you watch too much anime and you read too much manga. You pick Blurin, you get so much joy out of that character. There's no way in any shape or form that should be anybody's favorite character of any show. And you just watch too much and you read too much. That's why you're comfortable with that pick. That's why that pick makes sense to you and you're okay with that pick. Like, oh, yeah, this comic relief. I just love this. Okay. Like, yeah.
So let me get this right. We have an anime podcast. Ain't our job to love and read manga?
Yeah,
man, you telling me I read way too much? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
That's right.
I don't know if I need to be offended or defended. I don't know if I need to even be offended. I feel like it's a compliment.
It is a compliment. You should take it as a compliment. You should take it as a compliment. Yeah,
it's an underhanded comment. He's like,
you should take it as a compliment.
Should I be ashamed of myself too? Because I like the.
You should not be ashamed.
He said it with a straight face, and he's shaking his head, looking down on me. Y'all see? I tell you what, audience, if you got co-hosts like this, what you need enemies for? That man just smashed my pick because I like the bear. Golly.
I didn't smash the pick. That's just what that means.
Nah, that's not what they mean, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and you need to have a conversation one-on-one, dog. Who hurt you, dog? That's what they tell you. Who hurt you, man?
Nobody hurt me, man.
Yeah,
who hurt you, man? Who hurt you, dog?
Yeah, who hurt you? Who hurt you, man?
Like, DLC, man, when you made your pick, bro, when you said what you said, like, I saw the look on Professor's face.
He looked disgusted.
I didn't really, take it. I didn't really, take it to heart. I was like, oh, okay, he don't like it, but I felt like that he wanted to say something and he just didn't say it.
What the hell? It ain't even that. So
I
thought it was going to be a
exactly
trash
what he was
pick.
thinking.
I know you weren't picking Rose, you weren't picking Usato, so I thought it was going to be a trash pick. It was not a trash pick. You know what I'm saying?
Female hero. That's what you thought. You thought it would be a female hero.
I thought it was going to be a trash pick, but it was not a trash pick. It was a comic relief. I like.
So why you hating then?
I like the bird, but that ain't nobody's favorite character of any anime or any story. It ain't hating. It ain't hating. No, it's nobody's favorite character of anything. That bear does not qualify for 99% of people. That's the 1% who watch too much anime and reads too much manga. That's the only people who would have that pick.
You're gonna die of hate poisoning. You know that, right? You're gonna die of hate poisoning, right?
No, DLC, you a 1%er, dog. You a 1%er, brother. No, you a 1%er, dog.
Yeah. I do, right. Yeah. Next thing he gonna be calling me a neat next. You don't leave your house and leave the room. Like
nah.
Get some air.
Yeah, dog, that's about where we at. I don't even know. Should I even talk to my wife? Good Lord, man. I feel so offended. Oh my God, man.
Shouldn't be, man.
Yeah.
You take that as a compliment, man. Yeah.
I need my inhaler.
This
Yeah.
dude right here, man. Okay, well, let me go on to something
Oh,
that you'll approve of, Mr. Professor. Okay.
oh,
I don't know, man.
wait.
You don't need my
Okay,
approval, man.
you
You
want
don't
to be
need my
talking to
approval.
me?
Oh my
Oh,
God! What? That's how you start your Fridays off, kids. This is how
You
your
know,
life's supposed to.
I would take it a step further, but I think
uh,
we just need to for the sake of the show, we just need to
No,
move
man,
okay,
on.
take it a step further,
We just keep
Professor.
moving
I
on.
want to hear
I want to
this.
take so
Air your grievances. Nah,
wait.
go air your
Let me
grievances
talk.
out.
and
We get
DLC,
to
it
it.
ain't even you because I don't really mean it as an insult. I just mean that you watch too much anime and you read too much manga. So you Pooh Bear, he watch a lot of trash, and so his pick. If he picked that, I'd be like, yeah, you watch too much anime, you watch too much manga,
I do.
you watch a lot of trash, and
Dang.
so you don't watch a lot of trash, and so you read a lot of good stuff, so you got good taste, and so so
Like
I didn't mean that as an insult.
I am well washed. I
Hey,
Yeah,
watch
listen.
everything.
yeah,
So, Professor,
yeah, yeah,
I am,
let me get
I
this.
am well cultured.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
get this straight. Because Pooh Bear watch a bunch of trash, that's something you expect out of him. But because I watch better stuff, you expect more of me.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying you watch a lot of quality stuff that you can pick a bear out of an anime and a manga. You can pick a bear as your favorite character because you watch so much. You're like, oh, I watch so much. It ain't got to be the coolest character. Ain't got to be the hero. Ain't got to be the most powerful. Doesn't have to be the villain. I can pick this obscure bear that is funny. It's comic relief. I can pick this obscure bear as my favorite character. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm
He's
saying. You know,
disappointed in you.
no, it ain't
I
disappointment.
mean,
It
you
ain't
know what?
disappointment. It's just
We need a
it's just
special
you a one
effect.
percenter.
Yeah, we need a special effect to say I'm sad. You know, sad.
Yeah.
I'm
You,
sad.
Pooh Bear is what's his name from Shangri La? Then that's what you saying.
Oh, the
Pooh
trash
Bear is the
gamer,
dude from
yeah, the
Shangri La.
trash gamer, yeah. You
Yeah.
like the trash anime,
I know it's cultured anime.
Yeah.
Oh man. Thank you for. Wow, boy, he bringing the
Oh,
smoke
man.
today. Yeah, he.
Watch anything.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Okay, well let me move on. Let me move on, man. I'm scared to even go further. Professor might be shooting everybody down in this segment. Good lord. Okay, so what's your favorite battle, Professor? We're gonna start with you.
Oh, start with me. So I really don't have a favorite battle. I don't think there is no really exceptional fight scenes or battles in this anime. I think they're good. I think they move the story forward as far as Rose and her people getting killed and then fighting the demons. Her interaction with the demons, where she kind of when they're kind of coming to assault the humans and she kind of destroys their bridge. When the heroes fight the Black Knight, when Usato fights the Black Knight, I think that might be people's most. But I really didn't think there was any exceptional fight scenes. I think the story's good. I think it's different. I think there's a lot of good character development. So I think it's a really good anime. It's more so leans towards comedy and a good story more so than actual fighting. Even though fighting is a part of it, I don't think the fighting is exceptional. Although it helps move the story forward, and it's overall good. But I didn't have a favorite fight scene.
All right, Mr. Conspiracy, watch what you say. Watch what you say, or you will be judged. Watch what you say.
Oh man,
You want a blankie?
I'm gonna have to agree with the professor on this, but because I am who I am, I'm gonna be who I be. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Uzato versus the Dark Knight.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I can rock with it. Okay. Pooh Bear, be careful. Treading on. Wow. What is going?
I'm picking nothing. That's me. No. Decline.
You don't want to get cyberbullied today.
I decline. I decline.
Go and pick the Black Knight Usato's battle. We're gonna pick that one.
I look. He even warned you on what you should pick too. You ain't saying nothing? Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you my favorite fight was actually Usato versus the snake. that ended up killing Blurin's parents, actually, is my favorite fight. Because it's the first time Usato is actually faced with death, possibility of death in his mind. Now we know later on that he wasn't gonna die because Rose was watching him, but in that moment he didn't know that. So he got courage after he found that Blurin's parents were dead, and he's like, I'm gonna kill this thing. And the fact that he tried to fight it and we thought he had killed it was pretty awesome to me because it's character development. I agree there are no exceptional fights on this one and it moves the story forward, but I like that because that's part of his character development. He's like, I don't think I can win this fight, but I'm going to try to win this fight for Blurin. This little, for whatever reason, I'm going to try to win this fight. And he showed some heart. He showed heart through Rose's training, but that right there was, to me, the essential part of his character development. He took the fear head on. And even before he has the fight with the Black Knight, even before he goes to war, he gets his first real taste of, can I use my healing magic to keep myself alive? Can I hunt? Can I do the things that I need to do and come out okay? Now he almost died, trying to take that venom on, and it helped him learn how to heal himself even better with poison and stuff. So that's why I say it was one of my favorite fights. And since there's not really a whole lot of them, I can see what you're going with, no exceptional fighting. So that's why I would say that's one of my favorites. So now that the professor ain't blown nobody's head off their picks, Pooh Bear, here's my question for you. So are you hoping for a second season, or are you cool with where it's at?
Nope, I need a second season.
Okay.
Definitely need a second season. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot more. Like you said, the manga's probably way outpaced that by now. I really would like to see his journey. Now he's explaining. Now I'm about to go read the manga. But I need a second season. I sure do.
Okay. All right. No, respect. What about you, Mr. Conspiracy? Leave it as is, or does it need a second season for you?
Oh, absolutely needs a second season. You definitely need to go and actually watch him on his journey and watch him grow, because there's just so much. Because he basically, my opinion, he needs to really set himself apart from Rose, and like in my actual opinion, understand like the fight with the Black Knight, was his entrance, in my opinion, to what he will become. But I feel like that he needs to have that journey separate from, Rose's eyes, in my opinion, for him to truly be that great healing warrior, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, it definitely needs a second season.
Okay. Professor, you think a second season is needed, or is this a one and done?
No, I think it deserves a second season. I think they're telling a good story. It's different. To me, I think they're telling it well. I think that I like to see where he goes. Further on his journey, as far as him leaving the kingdom and going out to other kingdoms, and just kind of him developing. I think they've done a good job so far. So I think it deserves a second season.
So what I will say is, as a person who's read the manga, I think the second season, if they go the route and follow the manga, will be 10 times better than the first season. Because there's a lot more fighting. Usato becomes more of himself, and his journey with the heroes continues, and you get a lot more character development because he goes from kind of indecisive, scared, don't really know, to becoming a mentor, and he starts to accept his place in the world that they live in. And so I pray, if you're listening to this, fans of the show, man, write Crunchyroll, write the director, hit them up on X, Facebook, Instagram, all of that stuff, and let's try and get a second season going. So now that business is out of the way, we got to get to my favorite.
And now, this world shall know pain.
It's time for anime DLC, who do we have lined up for today?
So, being that we were already talking about the wrong way to use healing magic, we decided that Rose would be our first in the ring. Our second challenger is coming from Seventh Prince. I was reincarnated Seventh Prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Her name is Silpha. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. Silpha Langelis, if I'm saying that correctly. Silpha Langelis. So, as tradition here, we're going to take a coin toss for this. I'm taking heads, and I get to pick who I want. Actually, heads will be for Rose, tails will be for Silpha. So, who got a quarter? Who gonna spin it, or a penny, or whatever you got? Gonna flip it for us? Who got one on them?
I don't carry change.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that didn't mean you're special. Thanks for throwing that out there. But that's okay. Just in case y'all ain't got one, I'm gonna use. Let's see. Okay, I got a penny here. All right, cool. Got my penny here. So, all right. Heads is Rose. Tails is Silpha. All right. What you calling, Mr. Conspiracy?
I thought you was calling it, bro.
I'm calling heads.
Okay, then cool. Go.
Tails.
All right. So I
Make
guess I got Rose and you got Silpha.
that is correct, sir.
Okay. So,
All right. All right, you two. Pooh Bear, Professor, y'all the judges, plus the audience. I put a poll up. The audience says, okay, from the poll that Rose is going to be the victor of this battle. That's what the audience voted, even ahead of this fight. The audience said that Rose was going to win this fight. But you know what? It doesn't matter what they say because they didn't have DOC on their team. So who cares what the haters say? Anyway, Mr. Conspiracy, since you won the toss, you get to go first. So let's hear
You
it.
know what? I'm going to do this for the people, because this is crazy that DOC wants to go one-on-one with me, Mr. Conspiracy.
Don't I do this
Let's
every
break
week
this
with you?
down, baby. Let's break this down, baby. Okay. So my girl Rose, round one for a fact is that she has not a lot of abilities. Even if you read the manga, I don't think she has just extra amount of a lot of abilities. But she has superhuman strength, superhuman speed. If you've actually watched the first season of the anime, then you would understand her battles with the demons, what she can really do. And for me, thanks to her being a expert when it comes to using healing magic, they say that she has infinite generation ability, regeneration ability. And so with that and the fact that she has grown up fighting, she is an expert when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. She is a veteran when it comes to fighting. She is 25 years old at the moment. And Silpha, I want to say she's 18 right now when it comes to the
You're
anime.
right.
If you're
You're right.
watching the anime,
You're right.
um, she spent most of her time when she's not babysitting the Seventh Prince, and then she'll spend, like a lot of her time with the sword. She was an A-class adventurer, so I definitely give her that. But I think that Rose from a power standpoint, I think that they are pretty well evenly matched, probably when it comes to speed, probably close to that when it comes to speed. I do know that Silpha uses more weaponry, like, swords and daggers. I believe that Rose, from a power perspective, I think can really get her off her game because you're talking about her being able to basically destroy the environment around them and use it as a weapon. So it'd be kind of like, in my opinion, um, Deadpool or Deathstroke versus the Hulk. You
Wow.
know, in my opinion, it'd be something like that because you're talking about stamina because neither one of them has infinite stamina, but Rose is her stamina is really, really high thanks to not even just her regeneration abilities, like her actual healing abilities. It's her her inhumane way that she trains herself. Her abilities go just. She reminds me of not so much the female, One Punch Man because one hit's not going to kill everything for her, but she is to me really close to that when it comes to her universe. So I believe from that standpoint, I think from just raw power, her destructive power, I think that she would be able to get the leg up on Silver.
All right. Well, now that we heard all that garbage, let's get to some real facts. All right. Here we go. Let's get this. All your girl is, Rose is glorified Tsunade. That's all she is. She glorified Tsunade for Naruto. That's right. I called her glorified Tsunade. Yeah, get it? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Glorified Tsunade. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. So for all y'all that kept track of all that nonsense he was saying, so let's talk about this, right? So if you go based on the last episode, okay, of the Seventh Prince, I hope you watched it, where Silpha was fighting, okay, evenly with a demon, okay, heads up on a demon, evenly fighting him. She wore that demon who's been alive for 1,000 years. She tore through everything. The only reason why he was able to beat her was because of miasma. He was more powerful than her. He was stronger than she was, more stamina. Everything was stacked up against her, but you couldn't beat her dual swords and her speeds. Now, you want to talk about she's an A class adventurer, okay? Before she decided to become a maid, okay? Trained from birth to be a monster, okay? All she did was fight, and that's all she continues to do is fight. And the fact that she was able to keep up with a demon that nobody else, even remotely close to, and had he not used that miasma, I think it blows your whole point out of the way. And let's talk about Miss. I can regenerate. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about that. You can only regenerate based on how much mana you got, and you know what ain't happening to Rose? Rose ain't getting cut constantly by somebody as fast as her with weapons. Who's gonna be wearing out your healing ability? So you're gonna have to try and take all that strength. It's almost like, I don't know, guarding the Joker and he don't have to play defense on the other end. So yeah, you look like a bad person on one end because nobody's fighting against you, okay? And even when you did fight against the demons, most of that little skirmish go, the more you start to get hurt, you start to slow down a little bit. So here's the thing: Silpha is fast enough with those twin blades to do more damage than Rose's healing ability can keep up with. We saw that from a demon who was regenerating not only himself, but several other demons at the same time. So I'm glad you got that off your chest, Mr. Conspiracy. But I think today, you can throw in the towel if you want to, because I'm gonna call that an L for you, sir. Go ahead.
Well, brother,
Moving on.
I can't throw in a towel that you already holding. So go ahead and keep it. You ain't got to give it to me, man. You used to holding it anyway. Go ahead and wash it for the next show because you're going to be putting it on again. So the fact that you called my girl glorified Tsunade already tells me that the professor was correct earlier, that you watch too much anime, you read too much manga, because apparently it's just frying your mind right now. Number one, there is no proof, and you don't have any proof to say that your girl Silpha is actually faster, okay, than Rose. There is no proof whatsoever that you actually saying she's faster than her, because it's a fact of how fast that Rose actually is. I don't care about some stupid little demon that lived for 1,000 years. Oh, she beat somebody live for 1,000 years, dude. It wasn't the Demon Lord, was it? Was it the Demon Lord she beat? No, it wasn't Demon Lord she beat, because that's who my girl Rose ended up whooping on. Not just the Demon Lord, she also fought the Demon Lord and his generals. No, I know. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, man. Just hold the towel. It's okay. Hold the towel. If you got to put some hot water on it, put it over your forehead. Everything is good, brother. We good. Okay? But So from your aspect, right, from all the garbage that just came out your mouth, she fought a higher class of demon. Period. If no ifs, ands, or buts. And the fact of the matter is that yes, they cut her up too. Okay, they cut her all over the place, and she's still banging several different demons, not just one. Okay, she brings several different ones while also trying to protect her own team. Granted, I already know what you're gonna say. Yeah, they got slaughtered, whatever the case may be. Fine, I give you that they still got slaughtered. Okay, whatever. But the fact still remains, dude. There is no way. There is no way you're going to tell me just because she got dual swords. I don't care if she even using demonic blade form. I don't care what you're talking about when it comes to that. Just for the fact that she's using dual swords automatically means that she going to win this? No, it's a one-on-one. Okay, Rose is used to fighting multiple people at one time. You're talking about a one-on-one. She only has to focus on this one. You know what? Just because I want this to be made a family show, I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but the fact of the matter is this, man, okay? All it takes, all it takes is one hit. That's it. That's all it takes is one hit. And you're talking about someone who is a legit expert at combat hand-to-hand war, okay? Not just one versus one. You're talking about an expert who is honed in war, has murdered. Everyone knows that. You've seen an anime. She's a murderer, okay? Bloodlust at times. And the fact of the matter is this, man, it only takes one hit. And she's more than fast enough. She's not slow. She's more than fast enough to get that one hit in on Silver. You and your little dual swords, bro, that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough, man. Okay, and I can go even further with my girl Rose, but I'm going to go ahead and let you just continue to hold the towel because you're going to say some more garbage, you know what I'm saying? Since you want to bring up the Joker, you know, I think you should just bow out now like LeBron James, man. You know, you should have bowed out, but it is what it is. I might have to retire you after this, man. It's cool, though.
Okay, let me give you this real quick.
Hold on, man. I got you, man. Wait a minute. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that.
DLC said slow clap.
So the reason why I give you a slow clap is because you giving that Donald Trump nonsense. Okay, first of all, you're lying because you lied and said she was fighting a demon. Oh, wait. I gave you your minute. So let me go ahead and correct you, Mr. Fake News over here. Let me go ahead and correct you real quick. Lord. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it wasn't a demon lord she fought. He was part of the demon. He was given one of the demon lord's swords to fight. Maybe it is because I read too much and watch too much anime. I notice those little details, but it's them little details that help you win fights. So let's stop that. She was out there fighting a demon lord. He was a general, but he wasn't no demon lord. So don't act like your girl was up there battling a god or something. She was battling a general. Okay. So let me go ahead and step this up some more. You saying, oh man, she used to war and all this other stuff. My chick was an adventurer who go out and hunt every day of the week. That's what her life was. You're a soldier. Soldiers go fight wars when wars go on, but when it's peacetime, ain't nothing happening. Mine going out there trying to go grind. Yours ain't grinding for no reason other. You know what I'm saying?
She an adventurer fighting goblins. Good for you.
See, that's how I know I got under your skin because you won't let me finish. You won't let me finish. All right, who hurt you?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Who hurt you and Rose that you won't let me finish my sentence? Because you know you done been called out on your life. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Incredible.
You say you missed a conspiracy for a reason. Put your tinfoil hat on, sit back, and enjoy the show that's getting done for you. Anyway, so an adventurer versus a soldier. Somebody who go out, choose this life to go fight, hunt monsters, kill for money. And mine is obsessed with swords. So you know she was out there murdering whoever gets in her way. So you can say all that you want. I just need to correct a couple of things. So even if we say they're on par with speed, she ain't never met nobody who got them dual swords, who can do what my girl do. But we've already met a demon who had the exact same abilities that yours had. And like I said, would have won if it wasn't for my asthma. Now, we'll let the audience decide, but I'm telling you, make sure when you come to this field, when you come to my stage, that you make sure that you bring your A game. Because right now, all I see is trash, and more trash from them statements. Thank you very much. Would you like me to bow for you, sir? Give you a little courtesy, you
Please
know what
don't
I'm
do that.
saying? You know what I'm
Please don't
saying?
do that. Please. Yeah. Don't do that. You know what? You right. That's my bad. It was one of the keys. I apologize for that. Okay. But everything else I said was 100% correct. Just because your girl's going on adventures, beating up goblins, okay, don't mean she got anything for my girl Rose. And once again, you keep coming back to that dual source scenario. Okay. Fact of the matter is this, man. And here's what I don't understand. DLC, like literally, like here's what I don't understand is that you believe that just so she's using the dual swords, right? She's an A-class adventurer using dual swords. That's really what you're basing this off of because she beat 1,000-year-old demon using dual swords, right? Um, when the fact of the matter is this is that my girl Rose trains literally, like Saitama, literally like that. I mean, she like gives it her all when it comes to training her actual body, not just, doing some little sword dances. That's basically what your girl doing little sword dances, just because she doing little sword dances does not mean she can hold a candle to my girl Rose when it comes to an all-out fight. Because everyone knows when it comes to a brawl, man, okay, you got to expect the unexpected. And if you really think that just because let me ask you a question. Okay. After the dual swords, what she got? Don't bring up no daggers. That's like smaller swords. Okay. After the dual sword, exactly what is her? Okay.
Do you want me to speak? Was that a question for me
Yeah,
to
man.
actually
Yeah,
respond?
man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a demonic blade called the Great Tengu. All right, so
I
let's
already brought that up. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. But you didn't also bring up how demonic weapons stop you from healing too. You didn't talk about that either. Oh no, those little facts escaping again. Let me bring one. Let me grab it and bring it
No,
back for you.
no.
Yo,
I'm letting you talk, brother.
you're
I'm letting you
saying
speak.
you
Yeah,
asked
go
me
ahead,
what I
man.
had next. We know for a fact demonic energy and demonic source, which I have one, stops her from healing. We know that to be a fact. So go ahead. You asked me what I had next. If I'm
Yeah,
slicing you up with a
because the
sword you
fact of the
can't
matter
heal
is
from,
this.
what you gonna
No,
do?
no, 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 no. Here's the fact of the matter. Okay, the fact of the matter is that anyone who actually saw the anime, okay, knows that she can do the exact same Usato did, the exact same move, which is shroud her hands in healing magic as she fights. Just okay, so that right there, she can go heads up with that. She can go heads up with that demon blade form. Her doing that. Once again, you're basing this on the fact that um she is so fast. Silpha is so fast that can't nobody catch up to her. That's what you're really basing this off of is speed. That's literally all you're basing this off of. And if that's really what you're basing, dude, it's a done deal. Okay, I see why everyone on the polls voted for your boy. Who actually has Rose, and it's a done deal. Because once again, I'm gonna say this. Okay, she has such destructive power. Okay, she can literally change the environment around her. I'm talking about like it's just pure destruction and use it as a weapon. Okay. Now I get, dude, you got them stupid dual swords, man. I don't understand how you think that is a trump card. I really don't get it. But enough is enough. We can't go 10, 30 rounds. Okay. Everyone is tired of seeing you lose. Okay. So we're gonna just leave it to the audience. We're just gonna leave it to the fans, and we're gonna see what they say in the comments about you. How bad they gonna talk about you. So
That's fine, man. I've said my point. So, Professor, what's your thought? I'm curious. What's your thought?
Coming into it, I thought Rose, for the win without question. But DOC, you made a compelling argument as far as the fight is concerned, and so for me, I'm gonna get this one DOC.
There you go. That's
wow,
the
okay,
Miss.
okay.
All right, Pooh Bear, what you got? Who's on this one for you, Pooh Bear? What's
I was like, how we were gonna beat that down. But then he made some compelling arguments, Doc. So he kind of moved the needle back into the middle for me. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this one up to the audience. I'm kind of interested to see what they say.
I
The
let
argument.
Hey, let us know in the comments who you think won this. Like I said, I had a poll before the fight. We'll have a poll after the fight, after we drop this. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to see what you got to say on who you think this is. But I got to give it to my man, Mr. Conspiracy. He always bring his stuff. So it's always a pleasure to battle this dude. So he always coming with it. So we'll leave it at that. So, man, what a great show, man. Professor, thank you for the comedy relief today. That was hilarious. Cracked me up today. You know what I'm saying? And man, we're gonna be on same time next week. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be right here, right around 7 CST. And hey, look, reach out, like the video, subscribe, comment, and continue to. Oh yeah, please wait. Oh, and who wanted us to do X-Men 97? We're looking into it. I didn't forget about you. We responded, so we are looking into it. All right.
It's coming. It's coming.
It will be coming. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break a rule and do something non-anime related just for you. All right. So yeah. So we appreciate you. So and make sure you get you some Saitama gear because my man goes hard. Actually, we just need to put a merch shop up for our stuff. So,
I say merch coming soon.
Merch coming soon.
Bam, baby. Mr. Conspiracy. We out.